Look at my hair, y'all. I actually have a hair mask right now. I've got to wash out later, but I've got it in it soaking, and I'm trying to hold a lot of it in at my scalp so that I get like the best of the treatment before I go and wash it out. But it's colder than a well digger's butt in January here, so I've got on a coat over my jammies. And I didn't put on any makeup because if you saw last night, I tested a product for you. Hi, Gypsy. So I've been staying up the last 3 or 4 nights and keeping a wood stove fed like a newborn baby. And I've like got my days and nights mixed up now, but I've got a hair mask on. I'm trying to keep the heat in. This is okay. I've got it coated pretty good. It'd be okay. Look how long my hair is getting. But let me tuck it behind my ears to pull it down. It looks a little bit better when it at least goes behind my ears. But okay, first of all, hi, if you've never been to my channel, my name is Hillbilly Heart, and I like to do Temu hauls, craft, and sometimes we wade into the deep end of the pool and we have to roll our bridges up and talk about really big issues. But most of the time, I'm just digging into my craft cover back here. It looks like a tornado went through it. See how pretty that one is? Yeah, this is my craft curio, and most of the time, I'm just digging in here doing crafts. But today, I swear upon my honor, and I don't pawn my honor gently. Yeah, it's supposed to be upon my honor, but I heard a lady say that, and I said, "You pawned your honor," and she got so mad at me, so it stuck. But upon my honor, I think that everything that was magically lost in the mailing system landed on my porch today. Just right there it is. And I did not put on any makeup. Well, I put on some mascara earlier, but it's not very alive. But okay, y'all know how bad I was looking, how swollen my eyes were in the last couple of videos. I used those collagen things last night. I did not wake up with swollen eyes, and a lot of the swelling is greatly reduced. So, hey, Ashley. Hey, girl. Hey. So if you look at my eyes, I did the collagen eye mask. I don't have on any makeup except for mascara that's like way old and flaking and dying. Because I'm got a hair mask on. I'm fixing to go and pamper myself. But I used those collagen eye circle masks that was no, Batman, you okay? Look at the swelling that's down. Can y'all see how much swelling that went down with those? I was amazed. Okay, so yeah, we're going to be buying those quite a bit, I'd say. So just, it's cold here, y'all. I'm sorry. And I've got a hair mask on, and my hair looks pathetic. I'm fixing to get in the tub. But look how long my hair is. Gypsy, we got like 3 inches we got cut. Well, 1.5 inches, 2 inches we got to cut off. It's deader than I don't know what. I have found my new cosmetologist. She give me the best haircut in the summer. 31 here. It feels colder than I don't, but maybe it's just where I've not built a fire yet. I've been getting used to wood heat again. I've not built a fire yet today because I'm going to do my pamper soak and everything before I build my fire. But anyway, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bags that showed up on my porch today. And I thought, okay, the USPS is trying to say, here, lady, here's everything you've been whining about. Ashley, bless your heart. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it so much. That stuff is so good for me. It helps me so much. And I think that's one of the things that's made this Monjaro journey so easy for me is the liquid IV. And I mix them in like twice as much water as it says. So I just put one in one of my 40-ounce Stanley Dupe cups. And that's how I drink it. And I feel so much better when I have them. But they're flipping expensive, man. It's like, oh, here, we want you to be healthy. Pawn your firstborn, which probably wouldn't take a lot for me right now. But anyway, let's get into package number 1, which is orange. I thought it was strange. It was orange. It's the only orange one in the bundle. I had 3 deliveries my house today. First, before I ever even got awake and moving, and my husband had left, checked his trap lines, come back home, and then opened up the door, about tripped over this package and another, and he was like, dang it, because it was like before 10:45. And then I had another delivery coming around 1:30, 2 o'clock, about 2 o'clock. I never know who's going to show up with it, no matter what it says. Even if it says USPS, who knows who's going to bring it. But they're really good about putting stuff right by the door because they know I don't venture out. But then again, at about 4, they dropped like 3 or 4 more. And I was like, whoa. So I've been missing some stuff from some orders, and so I'm guessing this is the missing stuff, and some orders that didn't quite get here in time. And I don't have any prizes, I don't think, still yet to come. Although I have gotten a few small freebies from the games I play, and they're like, oh, pick this and get 320 points. So holiday hat in behind, I guess. It all upchucked at once right on my front porch. I find that weird, you know? Okay. I'm fixing to pull out something that I think is gorgeous, and I love to wear them, but I'm just going to tell you, if you work a lot with your hands during the day, don't buy one, because unless you got arms that you can roll them up and stick them up on, these things will just grow and take over, and pretty soon you won't have hands. You'll just have sweater arms, and then you won't have hands to grab onto anything with. I'm freezing to death. I'm building a fire as soon as I get out of the tub. I'm building a fire. This is one of those waffle sweaters. Now, I love my brown one. It is one of my favorite things. It is cozy, but just yet arid enough that it doesn't bother me. It covers my butt. You have to wear something underneath it because it is kind of see-through-y. But I love these because they're just enough coverage. They're beautifully made. The weave in them is gorgeous. But if you ain't careful, these sleeves will overtake your life. And so you start out with your hand like right here. And then by the end of the day, it's like, and you're like, where's my hand? And you keep rolling, pushing it up. And then they just grow and grow. It's like chewing gum. It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. It's like peanut butter in your mouth. But I have gotten to where I can roll them and stick them up. And thank God, I guess I'm still so fat enough that the tops of my arms will hold them up, I guess. But I love these things, and I thought this was a very pretty color, y'all. My hair looks dark where I've got that mask on it tonight. I'm testing out another Temu hair mask for you. Oh, and I used the glycolic face stuff last night too. So nice. Didn't aggravate my skin at all. It was beautiful. Highly recommend their glycolic pads. It says for men, but come on. Seriously. Oh, and has anybody been watching the news? Did you see? Check your corners, because custom's a bitch. Did anybody see the news where there was a 1.7 earthquake in Queens, New York? Has anybody ever seen an earthquake in Queens, New York before? I was kind of like, no. But then I thought, well, no, Queens might need a wake up. So it's like a 1.7 earthquake in Queens, New York. Okay, Japan's still getting rattled. God, my hair's bothering me. Japan is still getting rattled by aftershocks, okay? And then a plane crashed into a Coast Guard boat. Let's take a moment and calculate the likelihood that that would ever happen. I mean, it's not funny because, you know, people were injured and hurt, but seriously, like in the ocean, a boat, you got... That's one of those Wile E. Coyote and the Roadrunner things that you just don't expect to see happen in real life at all, ever. And so I was like, whoa. I did notice the night before the Japanese earthquake, can we identify it as Japanese if it happened in Japan? Japanese earthquake, the Japan earthquake? I know it's PS. It's like, how do you do that? Anyway, interrogation I would love to be a seagull on the breeze when that happened, because I've been like, what? Okay. What was that? Where was I going with that? Oh, dadgummit, now I lost my train of thought. It's all over the place anyway. It's just like weird. Oh, the night before the Japanese earthquake, I have on my radar, my weather radar, I also pull up the seismic geological activity stuff, you know. And I had noticed that all over the globe, all the red dots were the same size. And I thought, well, maybe somebody's just being lazy because it's holidays and they don't want to do their job correctly. And they're just saying, yeah, earthquake, boom. Yeah, earthquake, boom. And then I got to look at it, and they were all within like a 1.2 meter of each other, the rating of each other. And I thought, man, that's weird. And then I thought, no, it's just probably somebody, you know, who's working that doesn't want to take the time. It's just like earthquake, earthquake, earthquake. Give us the appropriate data. And then I wake up the next morning, there's been a huge earthquake in Japan. And I was like, well, shucks. Maybe I was onto something. Does anybody else hate it when they put a bag in a bag? So I'm just saying, I was onto something. I saw that coming. I was like, that's weird. And then somebody asked me, we were talking and it got in the conversation of, well, why don't we ever see any, oh, these are cuter than, throw everything off the table, Elizabeth. These are cuter than I thought. These were on sale during the Black Friday thing, and I liked the seaming, and they have pockets for your phone. This pocket right here, listen, I'll buy it. I love the pocket. Anyway, I did size down because I'm getting smaller. Look, I was going to say it has the ruched buttocks, but maybe not really. Maybe it's just the seam is a little tight. I think the seam was just a little wrinkled. I was going to say, did I get the ones with the ruched butt crack? But no, I think the seam's just a little tight. Because, listen, we don't need to bring attention to that back 40 area. Oh, and if Gigi's Craft Addict and Halls, if you're watching this, Gigi, I bought some of those embroidered socks because every time you talk about how soft they are and putting them on like your grandma taught you, I had to buy them. So I went and bought me some of those embroidered socks. And they were less expensive than I thought, but I got snookered by Gigi, so I went and bought me some embroidered socks. But I got these sport leggings. I like them. They're very soft. They're not this shiny stuff. I know every time they call for snow, it's either like, it's going to be the exact opposite because they cannot predict snow in this area. Oh, you ever buy stuff and forget that you buy it? I do that all the time. Yeah, this is just old orders that were just floating in the wild blue yonder. My hands are having a little bit of a problem today, so if you see me drop a lot of stuff, it's just one of those days. I went up to brush hair out of my face and like smacked the snot out of myself this morning. Oh, neuromuscular disorder, you make me laugh so hard. It's been one of those days though. Like I have dropped everything today, so. Now listen, thank you. I couldn't get my finger under the plastic to get hold of it. I swear, I'm a competent adult. Whatever that means. Okay, I just thought this was cute. It had a little bit of teal turquoise looking stuff in it, and it's metal wound like that on just a wood base on a leather thing. And this was like a penny on those sales, and I was like, heck yeah! But the best thing of it is it came with earrings that matched. Holy mother, look at that! It looks like a peacock's tail to me. But I have so many Peggy Bunny. Peggy Bunny. Yes, that's what they are. I just heard something sound like a gunshot. I wish people would stop shooting. Like I've got you on a telescoping arm that's jiggling, so it will stop and just stop shaking. But these came with matching earrings, and I thought, how gorgeous are those? And it was like a penny on those sale days, and I was like, that would go on so many of my neutral colored sweaters so well, and I thought for a penny, okay, I'll buy it. I know it's not going to ruin. It's on leather. It's not going to turn green. So hey. This is something I completely got because it reminded me of old times and beautiful women when women had class and style. Sorry. I mean, I'm not saying that everybody living don't have class and style today, but I have no class and no style. But anyway, this reminded me of all the women that I thought were so elegant and beautiful back in the 40s. And I got it because I remember my granny wearing something moderately like this in a picture. Anyhow, it goes on your noggin like this, and you stretch it over your noggin like this, and then the flower goes back there. And no, I'm not going to read you fortune. I just thought it was cute, and it's got a little flower there. And I just thought, boy, when my hair is down and actually curled and looking pretty, that would be a pretty little, I mean, not over this toboggan, obviously, but that would be a pretty little accent, I don't care. Who's going to come up to me and say, excuse me, very big tattooed woman, you look silly? Nobody. So I'm pretty much good with what I want, but it's the most beautiful lace, and it's got a big flower right there. And I thought, well, shazam, that's a great way to snazz up a side braid and, That sounds like somebody smacking my gate, and if it is, I'm gonna smack you butt. I hate it when people are stupid. Oh, well, I think socks not matching are a trend. I'm just gonna tell you, I think socks not matching, it should be a thing. But I love this. Look at I love it. And the lace is like, it's got, like big gaping holes in it, stuff where it's stitched together, but it's very strong. I will say it's very strong. And the elastic around the edge is very nice. But I just thought this was very pretty. It reminded me of something my granny wore in one of her and Papa's pictures. And I thought, well, I'm buying that. And I don't even know if I could find that picture now. I only saw it maybe once or twice. But she looked so classy. And I was just, I'm dropping everything. Oh, it had a hot giant hole in the bottom. And I just thought, I just would like to look that classy for 5 seconds. Can I do that? Okay, second biggest package. It's making noise. That doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good. Oh, there's a hole in the corner. There's a hole in the bottom of the sea. There's a hole in the corner. Sometimes I think they must play rugby with their packages, because how else could they come out looking like this? I mean, my God almighty, people. Okay, so let's see what Temu finally decided to send me. Okay, do you ever buy things and then they just continue to show up? Do y'all have this problem too, that you buy one thing and then you get it in like 3 packages and you call and tell them and they're like, our mistake, keep it? I've now gotten 3 of these. I mean, they're great. I found, tons of uses. One's in the bathroom for David's magazine holder, which was the one I purchased. Got one as a Tupperware bowl lid holder, which I probably need to do this with this one too. But I mean, do you ever buy anything and they just keep sending it to you? And it's super cheap, so if you tell them, they're like, our mistake, keep it. Can you send me like 5 of really useful things instead of 5 of really cheap things? That would be nice. Can we, stir that up a little bit? Okay, y'all know my light fetish. And one's already turned on. Look, it's glowing through the box. That's hilarious. Okay, I love these things. These are those little intelligent induction lamps. Look at this one's glowing through the box too. Are they all alive? Are you alive too, sir? 2 out of 3 are already glowing. Excuse me, sir. Are you alive? Oh, we got one dead. I know I do too, but then I have like lids that I keep to the same bowls that I keep buying for David's lunch, and I'm like, don't throw them away. I might need it. Don't throw them. That's my brain. Don't throw it away. You might need it. Okay, so we got one more fella that crapped out before he got here, but these two, these two lived. Okay, so these are these little bulbs, these little lamps that I love, that when you walk by them, they sense you and they turn on. I just blinded myself, and they turn on automatically. They come with their own little charging cord. I have my hands, y'all. It's one of them days. I give up. They come with their own little charging cord and this lamp, and it comes on, and when it senses you and it stays on for a certain amount of time, they come with their own magnetic. And listen, don't rely on this to hold it wherever you're going to put it. Put a dab of hot glue before you stick this base up. Take the thing off and then put a little dab of hot glue and stick it. You can still get it down. Hot glue is not going to really tear anything up that you can't fix with like an acrylic paint marker or something. But then let it dry and then click this to it, because it'll stay there forever. That's how all of mine are attached. I love these things. I have tons of them. I am legit blind, so it's so funny this going through the box. I am legit blind, so I love for stuff to guide my way through the house in the night when I get up to do something, and I don't have to turn on any big lights and wake David up. Little guy, did you not make it? I made it! He just needed to be woke up. Okay, he's very bright too. They all came already charged, which I find absolutely amazing. 3rd charge cord. I love those things. You can get them between like $1.96 and $2.48 for the really good ones, or you can get some of the cheaper ones for like $1.88, $1.58. But these are my favorite ones, the ones with the magnets on the back, and I love them. Y'all, if you're blind as me and you have to get up at night, you'd love it too. Okay, this is something that I won in a game, and I don't really know what it is. It was like, get 320 points from your friends and you can get one of these. And I was like, okay. And I don't really care if I win those, but I always send out the message to my friends. And luckily this time, they hit the link. And it's a 3-watt LED light. I didn't put my $1.43 spectacles on. Oh my God, I can't see. Un momento, por favor. Ah. Mucho mejor. Okay, hang on. LCD. Oh, that's in Chinese. I can't read that anyway. Dadgummit. You conned me, man. You conned me. Okay. Anyway, it's a plug-in light and it's got a button. So I'm thinking it's either got different settings or different colors. I shall keep you posted. I won it in the game. Don't know what it is. This is the box that came in. I look like I'm fixing to go ask somebody for a chai tea and alfalfa sprouts. Sorry. I think I'm extremely funny today. Don't know if you're picking up on it. Okay. On to the next. Oh my God. Okay. I got something in here because it reminded me of the paintings that Gypsy has done for my house. But then I thought I could make a really cute, funny wreath. Nail somebody's personality. When they see it, they'll have to buy it. So I'm going to make a big wreath, like a big woodsy wreath. And then I'm going to put this in the middle of it. It's got 2 Bigfoot in it, and it says, "Go away. We're introverting." Oh my God. And these little things I can wire it on there really quickly and then hide those like a little pine cone or leaf or something. But it comes with the string to hang it if you just want to hang it as is. Go away. We're introverting. I think that's hilarious. I would totally put it on my front porch. I want one of the front porch signs that says, "Go on, get." I may make me one. Y'all want me to make one? Get out of here. Go on, get. Okay, and these are bassinet sheets because my daughter looked into finding a Simmons double twin bassinet that is literally big enough they're going to be able to live in it for like 4 months. And her mother-in-law found it. It says, "Go away." I used to have one that was like, "No soliciting, I found Jesus," but you know, and it just kept going on and on. I missed that one. I missed it. I don't know what happened. I think a storm blew it away. I found these bassinet sheets, and you have to have a specific size for that one that she's got. But these I've hauled 6 now, and these are the softest things. And the ones that I sent her, she was really impressed with too. Sometimes I send orders straight to her, and then sometimes if I get a big order, I just put them in mine. These are the softest things. I got both of these for like $8. You go on Amazon, look at what bassinet sheets cost. No, excuse me. And these are just as nice because she's actually had some bought, and she was like, "Those are just as nice." And I'm like, I know. It's probably the same thing from the same warehouse. I know. Okay, let me take my spectacles off. Oh God, I'm gonna have to clean up after this. Do you know how much I hate cleaning up after Temu hauls? I mean, it's really bad. Okay, this is the next biggest one. Oh no, it's not. I lied. There's one over there. I'm losing them. I have so many Temu bags. This is the next. They're almost the same size. We'll say they're twinsies. Okay, let's see what's in here. Now listen, I have ordered me some very nice undies, and I have ordered a couple pair I'm not going to share. So if I come across them and lay them to the side, you know why. My husband looked at my order and was like, "What are you doing?" I said, "Fixing to test the strength of elastic and lace." And I am too. They're probably smacking. If David has an eye injury, you'll know what happened. I still think it's funny I've had one campaign, although I did get a second campaign for this month, and I chose the Cozy Home Essentials so I could sneak in baby blankets. I'm smart. But they send me frosted bags and everything now, and I'm like, I've only had one campaign. I buy everything. Why do you send me frosted bags? Apparently they just feel the need to. Oh, buddy. Well, apparently, these are shinier, but they're the tighter, the more sportier ones. Do they have a pocket? Do they have a pocket? Do they have a pocket? Okay, they got the pocket in the back band for your phone. Listen, I got a fat roll there. What am I going to put it? The pocket's in the back band. I got a fat roll there, Temu. Where am I going to put my phone? Did you think that? Oh, it's in the front. Well, that's even worse. Temu. Women don't want pockets in their bellies because we already got bellies. We don't want more stuff pooching out there, Temu. Is this a pocket? No, that's not a pocket. Oh, their stitching is elusive. I do like the way these dip down in the back before they go to the tag. I do like that. And it's got an angle to the back where it provides a little bit more support. These are the gray leopard, and they're a little thicker than the brown leopard and shinier, but I don't mind that we're sport leggings. My physical therapist is not into fashion, so she doesn't give a hoot. So I don't. Spider brand leggings. Laura cannot afford them. You just go, or you message me on my phone, Denise, let me know if you had a good checkup. Sorry, I keep shaking you, I know. I've got this big snake things. I got this because what was supposed to be delivered wasn't. And so I got on Amazon, I got me one of these big snake arm things where I can put it over my head when I'm doing crafts. I was supposed to have one like a month ago for some of the Christmas stuff, but the bag never got here, so I had to break down and order something from Jeff Bezos. Sorry, Jesus. Okay, these are for David. These are if they fit him. If not, they're for me every time I do something with paint, stain, or color my hair. David goes through so many of these black latex gloves because of what he does. And so I ordered the largest size they had. Now, thinking people over there got tiny little hands. So I'm hoping that they fit my big, ginormous handed husband. Because his hands are like, he's got a size 14 ring finger. Oh, yeah, that ought to stretch into David's hand. Yeah, that ought to stretch. Y'all do okay. Always, when I would go to the sheriff's department or the jail when I was an officer, when I was a probation parole officer, they would always give me a couple pair of black gloves because when I did drug screens, I had to wear those clear taupe nappy ones, and I always thought the black ones were so cool. And the captain of the jail would be like, "Take some gloves, Liz." I would be like, "Okay," because I felt so much more official doing drug screens with black gloves on. I don't know why. It was completely just one of those things. Okay, the other day, my nurse needed a pen to write in her notes, and she had lost her pen, apparently left it at the last patient's house. I have a pen, but it's a very special pen. It's the pen that I journaled to my grandbabies in, and I didn't want to lose it, so I didn't give that one to her. But I was like, I've got other pens in this house. Let me find one. David packs them all to work. I soon found that I could only find one pen in my entire house, and I felt ashamed, but I gave it to my nurse, and I said, "Here, take it. It's the last one. Might as well. It's an orphan." And then I went and ordered a whole box of these that have got this really funny tip on them that I love. It's got that, let me see here. It's got that really small needle tip. Do you see that? Oh, I love that. I love that. I don't know why, but when I'm writing and I got a needle tip pen, I feel powerful. I feel on point, and I feel that everybody needs to read what I write. It's just completely in my brain. Like I have a lose my words. A fountain pen that I write to my grandbabies with, and when I write with that fountain pen, I'm like, this is important work I'm doing. It really is, though. It really, really is. I do have clothes on under this thing. I'm not like naked in it. I have a tank top on. So in case you were wondering, I was a little cold when I started this. I got these just to wear around so people would look and pay attention. And I think they've got plastic thingies on the front you have to peel off. And oh Jesus, this would have to happen on my hand day. Yeah, they've got plastic things you have to peel off. On my worst hand day, why would you do this to me? Oh gosh. That was just almost too difficult. Anyway, their little TV says, this says, "You are not immune to propaganda." Y'all, these are going to be my new, I have an ink pen. Oh, I love ink pens. They make me feel special. And I like certain tips that make me feel even more special. You give me a felt tip Sharpie, I can rule the world. You are not immune to propaganda. These are going to be my new favorites. so that maybe people will get an idea of how they're being controlled. You know, and I twang and I talk funny, but I sit here with a master's in psychology and I understand that they are further bifurcating our brain so that they can understand our bifurcated body, because you know that we have a left side and a right side that's either dominant or recessive. And our blood goes through those dominant recessive portions of our body and doesn't always mix. Did you know that? But if they get down to the base of your pelvis where those two meta, beta, I can't remember what anyway, they join. They're trying to create things that can pass through those blood things to go from one side to the other to get full feedback from all of the body. They're doing this because they're learning how our bodies bifurcate us. They can learn how our brains are bifurcated so they can further understand how to control us. And why can't I get this piece of plastic up here? Lord, neuromuscular disorder. There, I got it. So for a long time, we were safe from a lot of these internally ingested data receptors that they, listen, I'm not talking out my butt. This is in a college textbook that they let us take, and then it feeds back data. Klaus Schwab talks about this. WEF talks about this. But now they found a way to really get in there. And when they get in there and they pattern our blood and they get our blood type and they get all our information, they can literally change anything they want about us. Okay, I look, this turquoise looks better with some color coming up around my face. But you are not immune to propaganda. These are TV sets, and I'm going to wear these everywhere. Everywhere. Because I'm trying to help people understand you're being herded like a Hereford cow. Okay, I'm really excited about these, and I actually think I might take these with me when I visit Gypsy. These are metallic colored pencils, and some of the things that I've seen drawn with them on the internet have been amazing. And I just thought, nah, they're not too expensive, and I want to try them and see if I can do some really pretty artwork, because then you can shellac it. But so that they are the color. What's the same color as my hat? They are the color in there, and it has a metallic theme to it, and it kind of shines when it dries. Let me get the green. The green is the one that made me want to buy it. I love green. I love pens and highlighters. When I worked, I had a ton. I could not. I was like jaw dropped that there was not a pen in this house anywhere, and I was like, how did that occur? But David had packed them all off to work, or they're in my Jeep. That pen, look at the radiance of that green. One day you will watch my videos and my craft curio will be clean or gone. I can't wait. That thing bothers me so much, but I know where everything is, and I know I've got to get it done, so I'm just leaving it there. Okay, let's get the next bag that's hiding over here. This one's pretty big. It's got something hard in the back. It's all a surprise. Man, I really like these. These earrings are big enough for people to read, but I can't feel them at all. They're really light. Very carefully dissect the bottom of the bag. Watch out for veins and arteries and nerve bundles. Ugh. Why do they put a bag inside a bag inside a bag? I do not understand that. It's like when you go to the grocery store, those ritzy grocery stores, and they'll sell you a plastic container salad. They'll sell you chicken in plastic. They'll sell you juice, applesauce in plastic, but then when you get the checkout, they won't give you a plastic bag because they're trying to save the earth. I find things like that humorous, and I laugh at inappropriate times, but I'm also a big burly tattooed woman, so nobody really says anything to me about it. What in the crap is this? I must have won these because I would not have purchased these. And at 3 a.m., if I pick a winning, I'm not responsible for what it would look like. Okay, now that I unfolded them, I like them a little bit more, but I must have won these. Totally wouldn't pick these out on my own. Although I would totally wear them, I wouldn't have picked them out. They're kind of cool. They've got like a... That side's prettier. I mean, I've got plenty of colors to go with this. I just totally would not have picked one of these out on my own. But I know I can put on a solid shirt and go to and wear these to my mom's and completely freak my mother out because she hates loud clothes like this. And be like, hi, Mom! She'll be like, Elizabeth Ann, you wore that in public? Yeah, I did. All I have to do is look at people like, you gonna say something? Seriously? Do it. And then they're like, So. People don't usually tease me too much. Hippie breeches, that's what they are. Those are my hippie breeches. I'll bring my hippie breeches for the karaoke contest. Okay. Oh, I've hit the trash bag every time, but I couldn't get the plastic off of my earrings. This is my life. Neuromuscular disorder. There's no explanation. It doesn't make sense. Hello, what are we got in here? We have another necklace. See? I'm here to tell. Listen, when I tell you when you order something, oh my Lord. You don't want to say my hippie breeches? I'm here to tell you when you order one thing, they send you multiples. I just threw that on the floor because I was mad. Here's another set of these. I mean, it's nice to have a backup. It's just weird. Probably should have thrown the bag down. Oh. Gypsy, you want a set of these? I mean, they're pretty. It's on leather, and it's got pretty earrings. They're not super heavy. They're pretty. Second, I don't like whoever packs the bags. Seriously, pay attention. Pay attention. Y'all are messing stuff up. You're costing the Temu money, and far be it. Okay, I'll pick up the bag and put it back in it, and put it in your other bag that I need to bring you. I can't wear two at once, so why would I keep the second pair? And I'm going to be seeing you soon. What the crap is that, man? Listen, when they do lightning deals on jewelry, look, I'm kind of irritated that my hair's not holding this earring up as much. There we go. When they do lightning deals on jewelry, oh, here, I just put it back in here. Steal the bag. I'm not responsible when they do lightning deals and it's after 3 a.m. and I've been up monitoring the fire all night. I will, by golly, tell myself I deserve that, and I will push the button. It's a bad thing, but I will push the button and add it to my most recent order. Okay, I got it. This is pretty. This is actually turquoise. And if I'm not mistaken, now I don't know. I've got a fat neck, and I don't know if it's going to go around my hair and my neck. Oh, yeah, it will. It goes around my hair, neck, and everything. It's a little, listen, buddy, hang in there. It's a little turquoise lariat that just hooks like that. Now, listen, buddy, I know my hair is like, anyway, it goes around and you loop it. And I'm sure that I could probably twist it and loop it and hold it. That would probably be better. But anyway, it's a lariat. It's a turquoise lariat. I'm going to twist the end and leave it. See if that helps. Yeah, that helps a little bit. I got to figure this thing out. I've never had one of these before, but I really like it. And it kind of hangs right there. Not, I mean, it would hang lower if I didn't have all my hair. But I thought that was pretty. And I have a lot of stuff that, especially if I'm going to physical therapy, something I don't want to sweat on some of my other jewelry because I don't know if it's going to turn green or not. I buy the stainless steel, but it's not always stainless steel, Temu. Oh, actually, I've only had like 2 or 3 things not be stainless steel. What the crap is this? I really do try to remember what I buy. Oh, I know what this is. This is from another order where I ordered another one of those vendor table covers and it didn't show up. This is it. This is one of those vendor table covers that covers and stretches the front so you can't see when we hide the boxes behind them. That's what that is. That will go in our vendor stuff that we put away. I got so much trash on the floor. Okay, now this is a rebuy. This is a repurchase. You've probably seen me when I did that one video. I had these in my hair. They're like, they got wires in. I'm about to smack myself in the face. They got wires in them, but they're spongy, but they go up and they twist like little rag curlers. And my granny used to rag curl my hair all the time. Didn't you, Granny? This is Granny. Granny rag curled my hair all the time, and I loved her for it. I keep Granny here with me all the time. I really don't know when I'm ever going to be able to move that. I don't. It's probably going to stay there for a while. But I had 1 pack of these, but I got a lot of hair. So I needed more. Okay? And then I realized that I liked the rag curl, but then I wanted certain spots to have a different flow. Well, how do you get the Farrah Fawcett flow? with the sponges. So I got me a pack of sponges. These were really like $1.06. I was amazed. There was a dozen in there. That was $1.06. No brainer where to buy this crap, because if you go to Walmart, that'd have been $7. This is David's new thing. We wanted hiccup. We each wanted one. So this can go into an Android. What ought to go? It goes into three things: a USB, a C, an Android, and something else. And he can check his trail cam cameras right there. We decided we both needed one because I've been using it for some of the pictures I've been holding and saving. And so I got another one of those. Those are great. But I'm here to tell you, when you put them in, you think you got them in far enough. You don't. You got to give it another push. And don't be scared, it won't break it. It just has to be securely in there. So when you first try to use it, you're like, this thing's not working. It is. Just push it in there farther and it'll work. That was the thing that I had to get over, my fear of breaking something, because it had to get in there far enough to be read. Other than that, they worked great. It worked great. I pulled and saved pictures and viewed a card that he brought home and deleted a bunch of pictures off of it so he could go put it back in his other trail cam. Don't ask me why I did this, but this little ring is copper and it's got little feathers and stuff that hangs off of it. What is that? What are you supposed to be? Oh, it's like a little bundle of leaves, or it's a little tassel. Oh, it's like a little tassel. It looked like a rhino from back here a minute ago. It's like a little tassel. I'm fixing to do my nails, y'all. So anybody out there having a heart attack over my state of my nails, don't worry. But it's a little ring and it just slaps around. And now I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to tolerate this, but I thought it was cute, and I thought I could accentuate what I'm saying to people in person. Do you see what I'm saying? It works. Not stuck. Oh, but it does stretch. You can put it on any finger. And I like the color because I've been wearing a lot of browns and neutrals lately. Look, see, it even goes on that finger. Isn't that cute? I told you to clean your room. Mothers, get you one of these. Go clean your room right now. I like this. Makes me feel powerful. I don't know why. It's very cute. I'm sure I'll shake the little boo-boos off of it very soon. But that looks like an acorn. Oh, it's just a little wood bead. It looks like an acorn on this side. But it's cute. It would. I thought about that too, but it's a ring. I thought, well, that would be a cute little cuff, But I looked for them and I couldn't find any that had the same dangles. And I thought, well, shucks. So I just got the ring. Again, wouldn't have bought it had I not got it super cheap. What do I use a ton of and tell y'all I constantly need more of? E6000 dupe. B7000. I got me a big old tube. And this one's the one that's got the needle that keeps the airway clear in it. I love this stuff. Now, if you get on your hands, you better wash your hands real quick. But I love this stuff. I use it on a lot of crafts, and my crafts live forever. I don't have a clue what this is. What the crap? I used to take care of it. Oh, I know what this is. Okay, so y'all know I've been, in the mornings, been trying to ride with David when he goes on his trap line checks. Well, he just set a new trap line, and I look like I'm glowing or sweating, but I'm not. It's just a lot in my skin because I use that glycolic wash. He set a trap line today on the other side of the property, but thankfully there are more roads. So he was like, you could totally ride with me when it warms up a little bit. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, well, we normally have me a long rifle that we leave in the vehicle with me, and I normally have my sidearm on me. But then I'm thinking I've always, since I've been little, had a boot knife. So I had to go get me another boot knife. And look, it's got a gut zipper. Now, I know people call it other things, but when I would field dress something, that's a gut zipper. And it's got a hard sheath. And I can actually stitch that down into my cowboy boot. And because I know people with machines that can do that. I can actually stitch this down right through here in my cowboy boot, and that will stay, and I will have a boot knife. And I thought, well, that would be nice. So, and this one's actually pretty good weight. It probably needs to be, I'm not going to test it. Probably needs to be sharpened, but boy, my hands are dead. I'm not going to test it. But I liked it. And only thing is, I wish I had more of a flange right here, because that's, if you really have to take out after something, you want something to stop your finger before you just go slip right down your knife and catch your hand, so be careful, ladies. But I've always had a boot knife because I trained horses and was out on trails and stuff. So I've always had a boot knife. And I don't know, I don't have my boot knife anymore because I've been domesticated by my injuries. And so I thought I need another boot knife. So I got me a boot knife. Y'all weapon shop, right? It's fun. Like you can make and match stuff, or you can get the tactical. You can get the Kevlar spray. I mean, it's kind of fun. I find it very, very relaxing to weapon shop. Don't get me on a holster ramble because I've got 3 different colors that match everything. I had on my purple one the other day. It's pretty. I had on my purple one the other day. It's very pretty. But honestly, I do like a belt holster that then goes down and hangs to your thigh because that's what I'm used to. But my purple and black ones are okay. But I have a heavier weighted gun because that's what I like. So I have to have a more prominent holster on. Okay, now this is what boggled my mind. For less than what I could go to Walmart and get a glue gun, a nice glue gun, I got a glue gun, brand new, high and low settings, had great reviews. I read like 5 pages, and they sent me all these free glue sticks with it. And it was like $7. My glue gun is dying a slow and painful death, so I'm prepping for its death and demise. And I was really tickled with this. Plus, this is a really nice box that I could ship tiny little dream catchers in. That's so nice. I love the mint green color. And it's got a smaller nozzle tip than mine does. So we should be doing a lot better things. Now, I may still use this when I'm doing big stuff, but it's just getting to where it's not as fine. The tip is not as fine when it puts the glue out. And I really like this one. I'm really hard on the triggers too, but I'm impatient. I want the glue to come out now. How did I get you in here and how do I put you back? Thank you. Fit. Okay. I'm going to keep that box till I break it in. That's a nice box, y'all. Temu could just send me boxes and I'd be happy. Instead of 5 things I bought once. It's back here on my Temu pile, my Temu craft junk pile behind me. Okay, this is a very tiny little bag. It's a very tiny little bag. I've got 2 of these. I don't know what crap's in here. And probably stuff they couldn't fit in other tiny little bags. What the crap, Temu? Okay, listen. This tiny little bag is a bag. I know. And inside this bag is something that big. But California can't use plastic straws. The world befuddles me. Okay, I'm just saying. These are collagen capsules. Maybe that's why they had to be sent separate. But they're sealed. Oh, well. These are collagen capsules that you squeeze. They look like little fish. Come on, get over there. Okay. See, they look like little fish, like little balloons with a little tear off. You tear off the top, and then you push the collagen onto your face and rub it in. You use 1 a night. I think there are 25 or 30 in here. There's a bunch. And I'm excited to try these because all of their collagen and retinol products have been really good. I just don't know why that took a whole bag. Temu. Temu. Really, Temu? You know, there's been like 3 earthquakes on the New Madrid fault. Is another tiny little bag. Let's see what's in here. This is what they sent me at. There's been like 3 earthquakes on the New Madrid fault lately that have been pretty substantial. One was like 3 point something other. So I'm thinking the New Madrid is, oh, I won these. This was a win. I mean, it was one of those 5 free gifts. We can send this out early. And I got 5 or 10 of these multicolor light strings that I use in my crafts. So, okay. But there's been like a few New Madrid earthquake hits the last couple months. And nobody's paying attention. But they'll document like these little tiny ones everywhere else, like a 1.7 in Queens and stuff, which is weird. Don't get me wrong. That's weird. That happened today. I still think the plane hitting the Coast Guard is weirder, but that's just me. I think the Obama movie is super weird. And the director that directed it, it freaked him out. So I'm not going to watch it. And I would ask you all to not support that kind of crap. It's just to keep us in a fear of hyper emotional state, to put us in our amygdalas, to make us fight or flight, and to keep this country torn apart. Plus, I've heard that some sound engineers have heard some weird frequencies in the movie itself, and frequencies are very harmful to our bodies and our minds if they're at certain levels and certain patterns. And I'm not talking out of my butt as weapons like that. So I'm just gonna be, I'm gonna avoid the Obama movie. Like Leave the End of the World or something like that. I'm not gonna watch it. Have no desire to support the man. Tell us how he thinks the earth is gonna end, because you know something, you helped it along, Barry. Shut up. Okay, so the thing I'm most excited about is these collagen things. I'm really excited about these. I'm excited that I got an extra pair of jewelry to give to a friend. That was nice. I'm really excited about these metallic pencils that you can actually shellac over, and they look like paint. And they're like really pretty metallic finishes. I've never worked with anything like this, so I'm really excited. I do a lot of stuff on wood that I can actually use that on. Super excited to have pins in my house again, since my husband thieves them all. And overall, this was just a really enjoyable haul. David will be super happy that came in. And, you know, got another Tupperware lid holder. I mean, I do have plenty to put in it, so that's great. The first day I feel good and get my hair, I got a hair mask on right now. That's why I've got my toboggan on. I'm holding the heat in my hair. But after I do my hair and stuff, one day I'm having a really good hair day, I will put this on and show you how pretty it is. My granny used to wear things like this, and I remember one picture with her in a hat like this. I just thought she was gorgeous. And so it was just a sentimental purchase, but I got it. So, hey. Hey, Haley, how you doing? But I'm really, this is going to be cute for me to play with. I'm going to totally. Of course, my other lights, I won this one too. I don't know what it does. Keep you posted. The glycolic face wipes worked excellent. The eye masks, I'm not swollen. Do you see how much it took down my eye swelling? And it was almost immediate. And I was like, whoa. Let's see. Okay, you remember that red bra with the lace in the middle? 10 out of 10. If you go back and watch my hauls, the ones that were like the nylon, they're good to be comfortable, but if you don't have broad shoulders like me, they'll fall off your shoulders. The red one, however, that crosses in the back, it's good, it's snug, it hoists and holds, and I'm really impressed with it. I wish I'd got a couple more colors, and now I can't find it. The T-Rex brown painting sets, great for lunch days, and I can even sneak to town in them, you know, as long as you have a dark color that the T-Rexes aren't running through. I did that the other day. That was hilarious. But hey, at least I know I have brown panties. Seriously. Don't worry, I was just taking David to pick up his truck. But hey, I've done horrible things. If I get into diamond painting on top of my other crafts, I will never leave my house again. Oh my God, I look like my brother. Okay, if you've not met my brother, it's Tenn Farm Guy, Tenn Farm Guy on YouTube, and I just looked exactly like, oh my God, I look like my brother. Oh wait, let me make the face. Holy crap. That scared me. I look just like my brother. Go to Tenn Farm Guy, Tenn Farm Guy, and see if I did not look just like my brother. And then leave him a note that said, your sister put her hair up like a mustache and looked just like you. Oh, I've been bothering him. He got on Facebook the other day and said, don't you love going to people's Facebook pages and seeing, and what was it? Confirming that they're just as big an idiot as you thought they were. And I commented and said, hey, Matt, be sure you never view your own Facebook page. Your loving sister. I didn't get a response, but I can imagine it was one of those faces. I'll have to irritate my brother. It's fun. He's far enough away that he can't get me. So I can irritate him. It's fun. Big old burly boy. I had a hunting magazine one time identify him as a stump of a man, and I thought, yep. So, yeah, it was a hog hunting. They didn't even mention me. It was Hog Guide, which is what he used to go by. And then they referred to it, and Hog Guide's sister. And I was like, I have a name. I have the faces. I know I make horrible faces. I love making my faces. That's why I always try to make a face in my openings. But they never even gave me a name. They're like, we went hunting with Mr. Matthew and blah, 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 and then Hog God's sister. I didn't even get my name in the article. I was just Hog God's sister. Excuse me, I was the one working really hard to put up all the hog meat. Did you see anybody else doing it? No, they were all talking to you. I was the one working. I deserved my name in that article. But I was just Hog God's sister, so. Okay, I won this bag not too long ago on one of my farmland fish land. I don't mind. It's got this little do not. I think it's cute. I wear it as a crossbody. I really like this thing. It's just big enough to hold my little wallet that Gypsy got me for Christmas a couple years ago. And I love this thing. It's just big enough to hold my wallet and my phone. And I go and I do it as a crossbody across my chest. And I like it. This has been one of my favorite things. I don't care that it's got that little guy on it. I don't care. I may get me iron on and cover him one day. But, I mean, I think he's cute. He's just listening to music going, leave me alone. And I feel like that half the time. I highly recommend those. That is, I mean, it's holding up super well, and I'm so hard on purses and pocketbooks. These, I recommend these lights to anybody that struggles at night or has a disability where you need light at night, but you don't want to have to search to find all the freaking light switches. Put these where you walk. They will sense you, and they will pop on. Now watch them not pop on. They came and they lit up right out of the box, and now they're like, no, we shall not shine for you. Probably because my light's on. But these are great. I have probably about 15 through my house, and now I have more. Basically, if you come in either door in my home and try to get to me, you're going to have a halo above your head, which is going to be my target. So I also use these for at-home protection. I'm laying a trap. No, I'm just protecting myself. How do those charge? They charge with a little cord. A little USB cord. I got me one of those long strip chargers, and I just plug them all up together and everything on, and they charge in a few hours, and I put them back up. But I always do put a drop of hot glue up and then stick them for the first time to the ceiling, because it will take a little bit of hot glue or something to make them stick, and it holds. So I will tell you that, and do it on both the one that goes to the ceiling and the one that sticks to the thing. Put a little drop of another glue. It will take it. You will have to have it. So it's nice that I got me some more lights, multicolor lights to do some stuff with. I've got a lot of craft stuff in. I got some jewelry stuff in. I'm really excited that now I can have more curls because I have twice as many curlers. And I can totally look like Farrah Fawcett again if I want to. My granny used to do this to me all the time, and I loved it. These are super cheap and affordable. And these have been, when you see my hair big and curly, this is what I've done to it. These little rag curlers. So now imagine twice the volume. And if I get out of my tub, because I've got a hair mask on right now, if I get out of my bath and pamper session and I feel like curling it, I'll curl them so I'll have a giant Texas hair tomorrow and show you what it does to me. But y'all have seen me with my curly hair before. I have heavy hair, so it doesn't last long. My favorite thing that I can craft with out of this haul is the little wood round that says "Go away, we're introverting." It's got the Sasquatch on it. I'm going to make something really cute out of this that somebody's going to see and going to have to take home with them, and that's going to make me happy. But I think I'm going to wear my little ring and act important before I get into the tub, clean up my mess. Clean up your mess. And put my clothes away. I have to put them in my Temu fresh laundry basket. So it's new Temu clothes that I need to wash very carefully the first time to monitor how they do. So I have a separate laundry bin for that because that's how much Temu I have. That's kind of bad. And I have more coming, but this is just stuff that was like lost and was part of other orders that didn't get here and that finally got here. So now we're getting caught up. I think I have one more thing that I might have ordered before Christmas that's still out there. One or two. And then the rest should be the new stuff that I got on the sales. And then I'm kind of, after that, I'm going to kind of like chill for a while because I've got to make sure that I'm putting away and keeping tabs on how much I have put away because I've got twin grandbabies going to arrive in late March or early April. Going to be on the road traveling for that. So I need to make sure I'm squaring away and not having my Temu purchases. So, but I will say that most of the stuff I buy is useful. except for maybe $2 of jewelry in each hall. So, but I think these TVs that say you are not immune to propaganda, I think these shouldn't count as jewelry. These should count as PSAs, public service announcements, and I'm going to wear them with everything forever, so that people just read them and go, make them think, make people think. While we're on the route of thinking, did anyone look up the biomedical sensors and the neurological modulation that I talked to you about? Read the reviews and go watch the Dan Bongino show talking about the Obama movie. And then I got on a deep dive and found some other stuff about the Obama movie. The directors freaked out. What else? Oh, pay attention to the earthquakes. And everybody go search for the plane that flew into the U.S. Coast Guard boat. Or the Coast Guard boat. Go look for that. Weird stuff is happening, y'all. Weird. An earthquake in Queens? I mean, I'd like to shake some sense in them people too, but an earthquake in Queens? Make a community post earrings? Ooh, I will. I probably need to give you the link too if I can find it. These have been pretty popular on Temu. I can't imagine why. But I really like them. I really think they're cute. So I try to put them somewhere cute and take a picture and do a post. But, I mean, I don't really waste money. It's been baby stuff or craft stuff or useful stuff. And I don't buy super expensive stuff. So all of this together probably wasn't over $50 because I'm cheap. But I'm fixing to win Fishland and Farmland again. So what do I have in my... Oh, I've got one of those spinny scrub brushes. I've got David a trail camera. I think I have a dash cam in one. I'm really excited about that. Oh yeah, this year is going to be so off the charts, weird, wackadoodle. Nothing's going to make sense. They're going to try to keep us spinning. If our head's not in the sand, they're going to want our butts going in circles because they do not want us paying attention to what's going on. So that's why you have to be super uber vigilant and look at things that don't make a lot of sense and go, why does this not make sense? Or if they're trying to make you be super emotional, why do you want that emotion out of me? I question everything. Like, I always stand back and look for motive. I'm like, I'm going to watch you for a minute and see what you want from me. So I suggest everyone do that. I profile, but I was trained to profile, so it just happens normally with me. But I've noticed some weird stuff, and that's even with me being sick and not watching half the stuff I normally watch or reading half the stuff I normally read because I've been so sick with my double ear infection, which is doing much, much better. Last night I actually slept better after I have to watch the stove at night, but once I lay down, I slept so much better, and this ear did not bother me near as much, so I think I'm almost got it whipped. But that's with me just barely, the tip of the iceberg as to what I normally do during the day to research. So I can only imagine. Oh, I did read about 3 more murders that took place after Christmas, all juvenile, that either killed their parents' families. One killed both parents and tried to kill a sibling. The sibling got away. I mean, there's just, it's staring us in the face, which is a lot of us don't search for those statistics or those stories because we don't like to read bad news and we don't want to put the puzzle together. But I'm telling y'all right now, you got to put the puzzle together. Because if you don't, by the time you get to see the picture, it will be the last thing you see. And I would prefer us put it together so it's like the first thing we see and we can stop whatever's going on. But I just, and then I watched part of Donald Trump's New Year's Eve party. And I compared it to Joe Biden's New Year's Eve interview where he didn't even make sense. They asked him what his favorite part of the year was. And he was talking about millions of Americans losing their jobs. And the highlight for him was eating chocolate chip ice cream. And then I switched over, so I thought, well, let's compare this to Donald Trump's New Year's Eve party. Off script, talking to everybody, making jokes. I was just like, yeah, and I have a master's in psychology. When I tell you there's signs of neurological degeneration, I'm not lying. There's a lot of dementia and Alzheimer behavior in his body movements alone. And then when he speaks, you can automatically tell. When he speaks, what does he talk about? How he feels, what he's eat, what he's seen. And one time he said to change my diaper or something. I assume that's what he smells. You go back to those tactile senses because that's all you can process. You can't process emotions or big things adequately. You go back to those very infantile processes. And if you look at our president, what does he mostly talk about? What he's eat, what he's seen, physically what he's doing, he doesn't talk about important things. And I'm like, listen, y'all, we're stupid, but we're not that stupid. And he looked really swollen in that interview, like they had given him like a bunch of filler. Like if I could give him half the fat out of my face, I totally would. But they had given him like a lot of filler. He looked really sick, bloated, and I just don't know what. And then Jill was sitting there like slouched next to him. She didn't even sit up straight. Oh, you're the first lady of our nation. Hello. Sit up straight. Put them shoulders back. Put that chin up. Act like you have a little bit of regal something in your bones, But she was just like, And then she'd elbow him when he'd start to go off. And I was just like, oh, God. It's like watching Laurel and Hardy. But it was just hard for me. It was just hard for me because no matter who's in the office, whether I agree with them and what they're wanting to do or not, they should at least be mentally competent. Now, I'm still researching the Flint name that Vivek Ramaswamy spit out the other day as BlackRock that's marionetting everybody. So, I'm going to put on Metallica's Puppet Master tonight and do some more research, I think. Keep me in the mood. Sanitarium, maybe. Play that for Joe Biden. It's New Year. I'm mean, ain't I? I'm mean. I'm so mean. Oh no, where is Kamala? Hello, Kamala. Where are you at, Kamala? Oh, there she is. Where's she been? What's she doing? I ain't seen her in, I don't know, a month of Sundays. Where are you at, Kamala? We on to you. We ain't seen you since they found at the White House. Maybe she said something not so nice about that being left there and she got the boot. I don't know. I just felt like I was watching somebody's, like, when they interviewed Biden and Dr. Jill. I just felt like I was watching somebody's dumpy old grandparents that were being videoed, but they didn't know they were being videoed so that their grandkids could make fun of them. And I was just like, oh my gosh. Distracting. That laugh or distancing. Yeah, oh gosh, she is she thinks if she does not show her face that people will forget she's the vice president, but it's in black and white, Kamala. We can read. It's just like, come on, we can read. So I don't know. It's all weird. It's all strange. The lady in Maine that tried to take Trump off the ballot is now being impeached because it was unconstitutional. And she was not even an elected official. She was appointed. So she wasn't even representing the people. She's appointed. She represented whoever appointed her. And guess what? It ran back to the Democrats. So they're impeaching her. So the lady that was like in pain during that interview, if you go back and watch it, that is pure fear. She was being told what to do. And no doubt she was played like a puppet. I mean, they ran a stick up her butt and just played her like a puppet. And you could tell from the way she behaved. Her body language is all like, I'm in trouble and I have to do exactly what I'm told. Please don't ask me a hard question. No, God, make this easy. And then we said, thank you, that's all we need tonight. She just relaxed. Okay. And I was like, oh, somebody's got a poker factor going on. I mean, seriously, she could have, like, whistled Dixie if she had sneezed and farted. I mean, she was that scared of whatever was going on. But now they're impeaching her. And then you've got the one guy that was caught, the Democrat, little low-level guy that was caught making naughty films in one of the precious rooms where our Congress and Senate makes decisions. No respect for anything of our nation anymore. And somebody said, I hope he got canned. And then me being told 13-year-old gives that he did a couple of times, apparently. That's just me. I had to do it. I put it in a comment. Sorry, I'm eternally 12 years old. But seriously, if you disrespect your place enough that much to do those behaviors there, then what do you think about the people in the country? I mean, we start to put our physical infatuations above societal necessities, you should be checked out. you should be checked out, because if you do something that you know is so wrong that it could really like damage society or harm society in some way, which was if that had gone much farther, it would have been a doozy whopper. Well, how are we supposed to explain? How are we as parents that have younger kids supposed to explain this to kids when it comes on the news? Mama, what was he doing? How are we supposed to explain this to our children? Well, he just did something very inappropriate in one of the rooms and they had to let him go. But what was he doing? Something that little kids aren't supposed to know about. But my teacher tells me to study our government. Don't study that end. Oh Lord, but I'm concerned. But if you can't find the humor in it, it's gonna overwhelm you. So, like I said before, question everything, research, read, look at universal news. Well, I say universal, but look at international news and how they're responding to our stories, as opposed to just our stories that are on the news. Look at every other country and what's going on in those countries and how they're responding to the information they're getting from our nation. And then if you really want to know what's going on, look up the Internet of Bodies and look up the Body Area Network. And why are they saying now that the next cyber attack could spread like COVID? I'm sorry. Haven't we gone on and on and on to deny everything and say that this was supposed to be a natural thing? But it wasn't, because now they're going to develop a cyber attack that will spread much like COVID. How can you relate the two if they're not relatable? I don't say, here's my pet hamster. I leave him in the field with my Belgian draft horses. And that's kind of the way that I look at that. Like, there are two things that should not be mixed, but they're mixing them. So obviously, they see the relation. Why don't we? Why doesn't half of society? But they're saying now the next cyber attack could spread like COVID across our data and intel pathways. Please place your head between your knees and kiss your butt goodbye. Thanks for flying American Airlines. Would you like a sack of peanuts? No, we might kill somebody. Sorry, I'm in one of those moods, people. I'm in one of those moods. But it's just, you got to stay aware and you got to be reading. And I'm reading a lot right now and I'm going, this does not make sense. Surely Americans are not this stupid. Number one, I'm afraid we are. Number two, we don't read. Number three, we can't even read cursive anymore. And number four, every other nation on this earth knows that. So if anyone wants to get a nigger's tattoo, I'd recommend a Target or right on your bum. Okay, that's my Temu haul and talk. Good talk, guys. I know it's like sometimes I suck it down and kind of leave you a droop, but you've got to look at the stuff and be aware. And you can make fun of it too, but you got to be aware. I recommend you go to the Odyssey platform and look up the Synergy channel, P-S-I-N-E-R-G-Y, and look at the library of information, the links, and the other doctors. What is it, was it Dr. Andrew Young or Dr.? There's another doctor I've been watching that's been really good. Dr. Drew Pinsky on Dr. Drew, even on YouTube, has been doing some really good interviews about this stuff as well. And he's been taking it to the edge because he got backlash so bad during the COVID thing that he's actually kind of pushing boundaries now. I appreciate you, Dr. Drew Pinsky. Thank you. I'm screwed. Sorry. Well, now that I got my $1.47 glasses, I can read perfectly. I'm just waiting on my $560 ones to come in. You can't make, you just can't make stuff like that up. You just can't. I'm waiting on my $560 glasses when I found $1.47 pair. That probably will work better. I've got it stuck to my necklace. I mean, literally, these glasses have changed my life. That's why I've been digesting so much information lately. $1.47. I paid $2.26 and they got a price adjustment. $1.47 is just a OnePlus reading glass with blue blockers. Matter of fact, I went back and ordered the all black the other day. So they were $1.18. I feel stupid. I know. Lord have mercy. Okay, thank you so much for going through my Temu crap with me. I hope you found something that you liked, you might want to buy, or you have questions about. I will try to make a community post about these earrings that y'all like so well. And as I try products, I will let you know. I've not been disappointed with anything that I've purchased. The one thing I was disappointed with was I bought those boots with the little sweater tops on them, and I bought a size 10.5, but they literally fit like an 8.5, 9. And I was like, excuse me. And I made sure that it was, there was not a difference, because European and then the Korean sizes are the same numbers, but they're separate sizes. So I made sure it was the US linked. But I kept them, and what I did was I was like, hey, Kim, do you need a pair of boots? And I gave them to Kim for Christmas. She loves them. She says they wear good and they're great, and she's enjoyed them. So literally everything that I've purchased has been of decent quality, and has done its purpose. And I'm really tickled with the soaps. I used the rice body soap last night just on arms and stuff, just kind of wash it off and seeing what it would do. And it was very soothing. I will say it was very soothing, and I liked not having like being blasted with a huge like Irish Spring smell, so I liked that. But I'm going to use the Rosino rice shampoo on my hair, but I've got to get, this mask has got like 15 more minutes it needs to stay in, which has almost been soaked up. It's when I see Gypsy next time, she's going to cut about that much off, I'd say. But it's almost been soaked up, but I'm going to go and wash it out, and then I'm going to do that 8-second leave-in conditioner that's so healing. And I really do like their makeup, their hair and beauty products, their jewelry. I've been pleased with 99% of it. The clothes, if you know how clothes are sewn, you know what they're made of. I've not had any problem with clothes. Every once in a while, I'll get something that is maybe made too straight, and I should have paid attention, but I got it because I wanted the graphic or something. But as I'm losing weight, it's not becoming a problem. So I just kind of set them aside until I lose 10 or 20 more pounds, and then I wear them. So it's not been an issue. But Temu is really good for me. And I've not gone to the Dollar General, the Dollar Store. I barely go to Walmart. And so I'm actually spending less money than if I was to go out and buy these cleaning utensils and beauty things there that I need. Spending less money. So David's like, how come I'm getting all these bags, but our bank account is still doing really good? And I'm like, because I don't buy anything else anywhere else anymore. I can get everything I need on Temu. And if I walk through the Dollar General or the Dollar Tree or Wally World and I look at something, I'm like, I can't buy that. And I can get that for a quarter of the price on Temu, and I'll wait a week to 10 days. I don't care. That's just how I am. So I'm one of those people that has to be careful with money. So I buy what I need, and I buy the cheapest, and I'm careful about what I purchase, and I purchase stuff for longevity. The things that I've splurged on have been the baby stuff and stuff for Haley and the twins coming. That's been a little bit of a splurge. But I've still spent less money in the last 8 months, 10 months, than I would have if I'd gone to the Dollar General every week to get my household crap, or Walmart or the Dollar Tree. Lord, you get me in the Dollar Tree, and I wander from the $1.25 aisle to the $3.5 plus aisle. Stop snookering me, Dollar Tree. So now I'm very careful. And I've noticed that the Dollar Tree, you can't get anything cheaper if you're looking at like the protein drinks or the meal replacement drinks. They're super expensive at the Dollar Tree. You can only get the Equate version at Walmart for the lowest price. That's where you can get the lowest price protein meal replacement drinks. But if you look at what you pay for them at the Dollar Tree, you would be paying 3 times what you pay, because they only sell them separate, than what you pay for a big kit at Walmart. So I look at things like this because, it used to be when David was logging and I was the breadwinner, even when I spent money, I would think about my husband. I'd be like, he has to be in the woods with a dangerous chainsaw and then possibly sell, on top of work, sell 4 brick of wood for me to purchase that. Would I want to put my husband through that to have that? And I'd be like, no. So I wouldn't buy it. That's how I gauge stuff. That's really nice. That's really pretty. It would look great if I wore it to court. But if I buy it, then that would justify my husband doing 4 hours of this manual labor. Would I do that to him? No. So I wouldn't buy it. So even when I was making good money, I still thought of things in that manner. And because David's always had super laborious jobs, we'll just say that. His arms and shoulders and stuff, bless his heart. And his Lyme disease, Rocky Mountain spotted fever, has not been doing well. And his doctor just retired after getting sick, and he's been spit out into the system to find a new doctor. And medical care in the United States. Spin the wheel and come on down. You're on The Price is Right. Only there are no Barker's Beauties because the nurses are hideous right now. What is happening with nurses? It used to be the really sweet women that were kind and gentle and had no, it's not those people anymore. What happened? Anyway, tangent. I'm not going to go there. Okay, I'm going to eat me an orange and rest for a minute and let my mask finish, and then I'm going to get in the tub. I will try to remember to put a community post in my earrings. Go read your news. Go look at the headlines. Read about the earthquake. Read about Japan. Read about the U.S. Coast Guard the plane. Read about the Obama movie. Don't watch it. It has frequencies in it. I swear. I got this from a very reputable source who does nothing but like sound stuff. And it makes me wonder. It makes me wonder if maybe there's something to that. I don't care to tell you that. You've heard crazier than the last 2 years. In the last 3 years, 4 years. I don't care to sound crazy because it makes me wonder. Makes me wonder because now I have 17 new towers in my county and the surrounding counties, but nobody's cell signal's getting any better. And the FAA blinker lights are not on, half of them, half the time. Well, that's against the FAA regulations. It has to be on, but it's not. What are they? They're not a functioning cell tower. What are they? Tell me what they are. I want to know what they are. Because I still have to stand plastered to my kitchen window to get a signal to talk to anybody on this crag of a mountain. So I have questions. And I have a lot of questions. I'm finding the more questions I have, the fewer answers I actually get unless I do deep dives. Because no one that has anything, in the front of or the behind their name is going to tell you any truth right now. So I just read and try to stay invested in taking in as much information as possible, filtering it, keeping what I think is important and dumping the rest and moving forward. So I hope y'all are doing that too. And when everybody's like, don't buy from Temu, you're supporting another thing when you buy from, and I always call it Temu. Temu, when you're buying from there, you're buying from China. When you buy Temu, you're supporting China. Listen, I have bought things and then couldn't find them on Temu again, so I purchased one on Amazon, and it came from the same place with the same serial number. It was the same thing. And most of them are in, most of the stuff that you get from Temu, if it gets to you in 3 to 4 days, it's in a U.S. warehouse. So just like Amazon, you got a bunch of sellers and a bunch of places that fulfill your orders. You don't know who you're supporting. And y'all, we don't know who we're supporting anymore. We just know that it's not our nation. You can tell that. So this year is going to be better because we're all picking up on this, and we're all going to start asking questions. We're all going to start holding people accountable, and we're all going to start paying attention to others the way we should. We're going to stop seeing everyone as a threat and start seeing everyone else as a lifeline, as a blind spot protector, as a rear view mirror, because we can't swivel our head in all ways at all times. You need good friends. So surround yourself with good people this year, hopefully with senses of humor, because it's going to get rough. If you can buy a dollar piece of jewelry from Temu to make you happy, buy it. And try to find the joy in life, even when it seems like they're trying to squeeze it out of us manually. I mean, just try. Make people mad. Smile. When people are trying to make you horribly unhappy and all you do is find the joy in life, you will soon figure out who is pushing that, because they will get so unhappy about you not bending to their will that they will act out. So if we as American people just keep hanging on and keep trying to be good and keep trying to do the good things and keep trying to get that good energy out there, eventually the bad people will become so disgruntled that they will stand up and present themselves and out themselves. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be good to people. I'm going to read. I'm going to research. I'm going to be inquisitive, but I'm also going to be good to my fellow man, but I'm going to have questions. And I hope that everybody goes in this year as in that way. But it sure is starting out with a bang. But in 100 years ago, a child would not have known what this was. You might have gotten one in a sock one time a year, and I've got a bowl of 8. I'm not going to complain, but I'm going to be aware. So I'm going to eat my orange, feel thankful, take my bath, pamper myself, and build a fire so I stay warm. Y'all have a safe night. If you're in this cold weather, take care of yourself. Make sure to take care of your pets and animals. And come back and see me, because now I got an overhead thingy I can swivel over my head. We can do some crafts. You don't have to look at me. You can watch my hands. Well, I mean, they look like crap. But you can watch what I'm doing, and you'll understand what I'm doing. So we're going to be getting on to some I've got to do a lot of application of the canvases to the frames, and I've got some feather work and some skull rattles to make. Don't worry, it's animal skulls. Skull rattles to make, and some ceremonial sticks that I've got to make because the tribe will be looking for me if the first of the year for those things. So I've got to get those made. So we'll be doing a lot of that. If you don't like, if you're easily grossed out, don't watch it, okay? Don't watch my native arts. If you're not, jump in, watch, and give me feedback. I do give most of these, they do end up with the tribe. They end up with 4 tribes. So I enjoy making them, and I'm thankful that I can keep my heritage alive and still do things like this. So come back. We're going to be working on some stuff like that at the beginning of the year, some feather work, some smudge fans. April will be getting her dream catcher probably in the next week. I don't know how it's going to take to get to Washington, like way over yonder Washington, not Cesspool, Washington, way over there, Washington. So I'm excited to see how long it takes to get there. She will be getting her dream catcher very soon. I'm excited to see her response. She's seen it, but she's not seen it in person, and the depth of it in person is much more impressive. So I'm hoping she loves it. And lots of stuff going on. I'm hoping to get in some kind of combo with other creators soon, other crafters or other Temu haulers. I'm looking to do something like that. We're talking to a couple people. So lots of stuff happening this year. And David's not been taping because he pulled all his traps this morning. Me and this orange would be friends. He pulled all his traps this morning, going to give it about a 7-day rest at that big property. And then he's going to go in for the song dogs real hard. So we should have some catches. He's got a couple raccoon and another beaver, but not enough to make him, like in the cold weather, stop and record because bless his heart, he's cold. So if it gets warm enough to where I can go and stay in the tracker, but jump out and do some filming, where he's trapping right really close to the road, that old farm road and that old piece of property, then I will go and try to take video for y'all, because otherwise you just stare at the ground while he talks. Because I can't stress to him, you should turn your camera around and talk to it. I really try, but I will try to go and get some video, because I know David's videos on my channel get more views than my videos, but that's fine. I like to watch them too. I married the man, obviously, but what he does is very interesting. But I will try to go and get some video. So next week he's going to start hitting that property back. I think there's going to be a couple of warmer days coming, and I'm going to jump in and try to get some video. And he's still got 2 other farms that when he's resting that one, he's going to be going back and trapping those. A lot of people got a lot of coyote issues and a lot of water set issues, otters and beavers and minks and muskrats and all them little weaselly things that cause problems and kill you birds. So he's got a lot to do, and he does this all around a full-time job and taking care of me. So bless his heart. But we try to give you as much of what he's doing as possible. And gosh, I've got a big bear hide. I've got the oldest bear it's older than Methuselah, and it was harvested this year. And they came to David to see if he could flesh it and get it tanned at that place where he has a really good relationship with the tannery. And he told them it's not going to look good because it's an old bear and its hair is falling out, and it was old. It's like it had barely a tooth left in its head. Old. And it's probably putting out of its misery to kill it, because it probably wasn't going to make it through this winter. But we've still got that, and it's spread across my guest bed. I forgot about it. Walked in there, turned the light, went, whoa! It's just a bear. I've got that. I need to try to display that for y'all. I've not shown you that one. It's done so that the head is still malleable, so they can put a mouth and a face insert. It's going to be a rug. I can do that. I've got a lot. I can do that. She'll have to make her own jerky, though. I don't make jerky. I don't enjoy making jerky. I don't enjoy making jerky at all. But I can bring her some deer meat. But I need to show you that. Like, we've got a lot of neat stuff passing through us right now. Fixing to have a piebald deer specimen. And when that gets back, that will be amazing to see. She's what? I know she is. She's always talking about that. That will be a really neat thing that most people never get to see as a piebald deer, and they thought this one was special enough that they wanted to tan the hide. So they came to David because we know them through my old workplace, the prison system. and they're going to come and he's going to flesh it and prep it and get them a really good price at the tannery. So lots of cool stuff coming down the pipeline for y'all to see and to share, and maybe some in community posts, but if I can do a video, if he'll let me, I'll do a video. But lots of new stuff coming. This is the busiest time of year for my family. David's never home. He's always on a trap line somewhere. I'm always afraid that he's going to get attacked by something and not come home. But he is way down yonder in the pawpaw patch this year, so I am kind of worried about him. We actually hog hunted the backside of that property when we were in our 20s and early 30s. So it's a little hairy down there. So I like to be with him, especially because it is so flooded, and it's just not a prime place to meet a predator. We'll just say that. You know, coyotes and stuff he's used to meeting, but like there's a lot of bear down there that are showing up on trail cams. So I worry about him. But we'll get a lot more of those videos out to you as well when his work schedule allows and when the weather allows me to go with him. I can't go out on these super cold mornings. My Raynaud's I'll pass out. There I go. And I have to find the milder days. But we're definitely, I talked to him today about it. We are definitely trying to push more of the trapping and checking the trap line videos since everybody seems to like them. And his channel is starting to get some traction. So if you like David's stuff, you can go to Trapper Dave Waters and watch just him, and you don't have to worry about me. Unless you like me. Anyway. Okay. So I'm going to shut up now. Oh, does she? Well, she'll learn some handy stuff. Anybody that watches that channel will learn some really handy stuff. You learn a lot about how animals move, what it's doing to our environment, and predator-prey relationships. And you'll learn how mean some of what people say are the cutest animals are. I'd rather meet a friggin' black bear than an otter caught in a trap. Because them otters will hiss and growl and jump at you. And they've got like jaw muscles like pit bulls, so you don't want to get bit. I think otters are the freakiest, meanest things in the world, and it's just because I've come across them so much more than I guess most people. They ain't nice. Matter of fact, family was swimming down one of those swimming holes here, and they didn't know a family of otter had moved in until the otter almost drowned 2 of their kids by attacking them. These otter around here get to be like 40 to 70 pounds. So it's like a German Shepherd coming after you in the water. And people think they're little things that hold hands. No, those are sea otters. River otters are a different thing. So, but you learn a lot of neat stuff on David's channel. So, I don't want to clean up this Temu haul. I'm going to have to. I need to shut up so I can get it done. Okay, Oscar's saying he's got to go outside, and I'm saying I've got to pick up this gigantic mess. So I am feeling better. I'm fixing to go and pamper myself for a while. Everybody do something nice for yourself, because I know a lot of people are going back to work today and tomorrow and going back to school, and it's like, ugh, do something nice to yourself for the last day if this is your last day off. And then I'm going to build a fire and stay toasty warm all night. So maybe we'll come back tomorrow with crafts. Don't have any physical therapy or nurse stuff until the end of the week, so very possibly might have a middle of the day craft come up if I can stop babysitting the stove all night. Depends on the weather. But y'all will see me, and I will try to do community post warnings. More Temu to arrive. Legit. I have like 4 or 5 more bags out at least. So just stay put. There'll be more. And somebody tell Gigi about the stupid embroidered socks. She totally peer pressured me into them. And I think I'm going to love them because, yes, they remind me of socks I used to wear to Sunday school. So I'm going to feel youthful again. Maybe my knees will too. Let's all pray. Okay, I'm shutting up. I love you guys. Thanks for spending so much time with me and listening to me. Yep. Take care of you. I'm going to take care of me, and I'm going to go take care of Oscar right now. I love you. Bye. Oh, you going to go, huh?